Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Trojans will kick it away to get this game going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Here's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Looking to pass. It's McLeod. On the move now. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect a tight, competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Throws it to the right. What a catch! Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in the year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. First play looking to throw it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Dump off caught by the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down after the catch, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Penalty sets him back, makes it first and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Finds his target, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Here comes the bunch formation. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Tackled there by the defense.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that battle.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes them one of the top backs in the country.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? On first down, it's play action. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Handoff from the shotgun. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Oh, and he fumbles. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to throw yet again. Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Play action here on first down. What a stiff arm. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And, Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. I know he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
It's a deep shot to the right. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Trojans.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Grab down the middle. It's Lacey.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
On the play. Offense facing 4th down.
Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Took contact on the throw. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
First down, looking to throw the ball.
defense took the field. They mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
Second down now after the sack. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he makes the catch. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on third down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now if they want to take it.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's fourth down and inches. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. And the Trojans starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Looking to throw again. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Looking to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Second down and goal upcoming. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The pass rush closing in. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the...
Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it.
Well, this looked to be a very routine field goal attempt, and it turns out to be a blown-up play. The special teams unit completely erased that chip shot opportunity.
Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Screen to the wide receiver. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Looking to throw. It's McLeod. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
QB decides to keep it here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. There's contact on the throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Finally tackled at the 7. What a play. Sets up a first and goal now.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to third down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's first and goal.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On second and goal, they hand it to him again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
It's 4th and goal from the 5, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw now on first down. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Chris, when was the last time you saw a tight end who can lay out like that and make a play?
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Handing off on the draw play. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The pocket breaking down. Under pressure, just lets it go. He'll just throw that one away to avoid a bit of a sack.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield. You better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Quick pass, the catch is made. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the...
Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
That sack makes it second down and forever. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made across the middle by the running back. He's swarmed by the defense.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Short throw complete to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Makes the grab on the move. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. This will likely be the last play of the half. A draw to the back. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier in the game. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. He's got it in the open. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution. Boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
Well, I'll be honest, Chris, I'm really surprised he's trying to get outside like this to try to make a play. He's not the fastest at all. I think he was just desperate to try to come up with a play, and man, it did not work out. That is a significant loss for the offense.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Hit just as he throws the ball. The ball is picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Looking for the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. A new set of downs after that completion. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Contact as he threw it. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. You get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, you pick up some big yards.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Back to pass. It's McLeod. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
And the wideout goes in motion. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Running back grabs it on the screen. Touchdown, Arizona State. This quarterback on fire today. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback...
Breaks into the clear. They finally grab the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch is made down the middle. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
And the Trojans will have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The pass rush gets home.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. 1st down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back and putting him in a tough spot now on 2nd down.
See if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. You cannot be serious. This coach is going to go for it, backed up to his own end zone. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Ball handed off. It's past the 35. He's in the clear. Out past the 30. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Well, the quarterback obviously saw something there for him to hand it off. It was probably the defense not being in their lanes and sitting back against the pass game, and man, did he make them pay for it.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. They'll use the ground game here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
Play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And they've got him. And here's that wrinkle. The wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. Touchdown, ASU. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he throws his third interception of the day. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And the defense joins the scoring party now. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the offense trots back out on the field again. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Nothing on first down, so now it's second and goal from the 6. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
What a tough matchup for this defense down inside the 5-yard line against a big tight end. You're so worried about a slant or maybe a fade to the receivers, and instead they go to the big man and he makes you pay.
The extra point gets him within a touchdown, 31-24. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Grinding away on the ground. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Back to throw. It's McLeod. Receiver makes the catch. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
Looking to throw it on first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. Tackled, but first down.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
And it's a direct snap. He's got room to run. Makes the defender miss. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Picks up the first, looking for more. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. 1st and goal at the 9. The Sun Devils expecting just to run the clock out here in the final minute. 1st and goal, handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal, back at the 13. Play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Has a path to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Arizona State.
What a huge score here by this offense late in the game. This touchdown makes it a 2-possession game with under a minute to go.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
USC 24.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a late deep shot. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Caught quickly. With juke to get free. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late deep throw. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. And the offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. Pass caught, 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
3rd and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.